And welcome back to the Kern High Network live exclusive coverage of high school activities here in the Kern High School District in the more prominent counties in the Golden State. Kern County, I'm Vance Palm, joined by Rick Van Horn. The live exclusive activity this evening is athletics, and it's varsity football. We are at Centennial High School. We are in the Golden Hawks neighborhood, and the Red and Gold are hosting the all-white jerseys with some purple and gold trim of the Ridgeview Wolfpack. Again, welcome, everybody. Centennial Golden Hawks come in 2-1. They're in the Southwest Yosemite River League. Richie Sterrett, the head coach. And the Ridgeview Wolfpack, they're 0-3. More on that later. That's a deceiving 0-3 in the Southwest Yosemite Valley League. And head coach Casey Quinn. Let's bring in my partner, longtime voice of high school football and a coach at every level here, including the professional ranks, and the biographer and author, Rick Van Horn. Rick, you and I got here early, got set up. You got all of your copious plethora of notes ready to go here. I went down on the field and talked to both coaches and head coaches, assistants, talked to a bunch of different people. I'll get to all my storylines as we unfold this evening. Your thoughts on this really important Week 4 game?
It is. You know, it's a non-league game for both these teams, but the big question is we want to know how good Centennial is. Centennial's 2-1, lost a close game, but, they've got a lot of returners coming back, and the big question is how good is Centennial, and can they knock heads with Liberty and Frontier in weeks down the line?
Well, I can add to that based upon my discussion with head coach Richie Sterrett. We talked about just that, and he said, Vance, I said, Coach, how you doing? Good evening. And I said, you're 2-1. Let's talk about the 1. And he said, well, I got to be honest with you. The 1 was against a very, very good Newberry Park.
Yeah.
And last year we were 7-0. But we hadn't played someone like Newberry Park, so when we ran into Liberty, it was a bit of a punch in the mouth.
Yeah.
We want to get ready now this time around, and that gave us a good look at it, Newberry Park.
And the Newberry Park quarterback is number 2 in the state in passing, so that's how good they are.
He brought that fun fact up as well, and talked to Coach Quinn about his Wolfpack, and he goes, hey, look, we're very young. I got a ton of juniors out there. We hung in there for a while with Liberty. Made some mistakes in the Stockdale game. But excited to be here tonight, and what a beautiful evening. What a great, great night to be here. It's going to be the Golden Hawks starting off with the football. And we'll talk a little bit about Jackson Santiago.
Yes, indeed, and Adam Kopis.
And Kopis, Santiago's headed off to be a Boston College Eagle.
Oh, he is. He's already committed, huh? Okay.
More on that later.
That's funny. I was just at his college last week.
Well, he wanted to stay with these colors. Kickoff. Scouring the land is Carson Eldridge, and Eldridge up to the 47-yard line. Carson Eldridge. Late flags.
We got a flag.
Really late flags after the tackle, after everything. And on the very first play, and it may be, that was interesting. A personal foul on Centennial, and it might have been away from the ball up here by the 50-yard line. That negates the Carson Eldridge run back. What a talented young man he is. I actually talked to his dad just a few minutes ago. I said, man, he got all of his mom's ability, didn't he? He goes, yeah, he sure did. Johnny Eldridge, great friend and the head golf coach.
Well, you know
here
that
at Centennial.
Centennial's key is they've got Jackson Santiago, and they've got Kopis at quarterback, but it's these other guys that make it happen. Hoban Hogue and Carson Eldridge, Angel Lozano. It's those guys that make this thing run.
Okay. They go on the ground. They give it back to Eldridge. Eldridge flipped up on his feet. Another flag. 2 plays, 2 flags. Holding against the Golden Hawks. So Centennial going back very quickly. Kevin Woolley, our director and producer here this evening. He's a West High Viking. I'm an Arvin Bear. Van Horn, a BHS driller. This has always been the more altruistic Kern High Network broadcasts, with all of us being from the Kern High School District. Tomorrow night, my man Kenny Calvin and I will be at Frontier, where Frontier welcomes in a rowdy squad in Hanford. They're scoring how many points a game?
I want to say 70, but wow. 60 for sure, maybe wow. 70.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
First and 20. Copus in the shotgun. Santiago in motion, stops and goes right behind him. Braxton can do it all, including that, run over guys. And he gets a good 5 yards. So Jackson Santiago. He looked like Jim Braxton, so.
Well, I see another Santiago on the roster, too. Jet Santiago. Now, is that a relative?
That's his younger brother, a sophomore, and I spoke with the freight train, their father, Hernan, before the football game. I said, you got a youngin' coming up. He goes, oh, yeah. And Coach Sterrett will use him in the QB position, hard count, and gets the Wolfpack to jump. But
that's we've got some of these senior quarterbacks. We've got 2 of the best quarterbacks in town, and they're 5 miles apart. We've got Statler over at Frontier, and we got Copus here at Centennial, and that was all Copus there.
And Liberty. I mean, you're talking about a stacked little northwest corner over here. They got 5 back, 2nd and 13. Copus goes to his left, plants, throws across his body. What a catch. What a catch. Wow.
Number 8,
Hoban Hogue.
So Hogue got that one.
Yeah, great catch.
Hoban Hogue.
I'm telling you, Hoban Hogue, Eldridge, Lozano, keep an eye on these guys, because that's going to get those guys. Those 3 guys right there will get Centennial into the playoffs and pretty far in the playoffs.
Dare we give them the law firm status, the law firm of Hoagie, Santiago, and Eldridge?
Yeah.
Here we go. A run play on 3rd and short, and just like that, the Golden Hawks get their first down back after a 1st and 20. So Hogue, Santiago, and Eldridge also are great decoys, Coach Van Horn. When you've got that many weapons and you just spread them out, then you hand the ball off to Angel Lozano.
Spread them and shred them.
First and 10, balls at the 46-yard line for the Golden Hawks. Oh, some nice running there by Lozano, and he gets up to midfield and crosses over.
Gets about 5 on that. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Once again, great to have you with us, everybody. Vance Palm, Rick Van Horn, Kevin Woolley, Kern High Network's live exclusive coverage of high school activities, and tonight it's varsity football and the Centennial Golden Hawk cheerleaders, probably 50 of them, as we see a pass out to the far side to Santiago. Oh, nifty move there. Then he ran over a guy, so he does it all. He's heading off to Boston. He wants to stay in the same colors.
That's a unique college, very pretty. Was there last week, ran into Doug Flutie.
Yeah, that's what you said. Well, plus somebody else put on Facebook they ran into you. A local.
Yeah, several Bakersfield people back in Boston at that time.
I mean, that's the place to go hang out, right? Right. Hey, well, let's look. Let's go Meadows Field, Denver, Boston. Big fella running off. That's Ben Kirkland. He's going to hop off for a second and get replaced by Adam O'Leary. So if you're just getting with us, the Golden Hawks stubbed their toe 2 plays in a row with personal foul and a holding, but it doesn't seem to matter. How about this one? Wide open and, just over the outstretched arms of Jackson Santiago, and Copus spun a beauty out there.
Yeah.
So I was talking about these cheerleaders. Got to be 50 of the student cheerleaders, and then they have another 70 of the young cheerleaders, the young girls in their pink T-shirts, and we'll get a shot of that. Ultimately, that's pretty impressive right there. Wow.
Well, that's great for Coach Sterrett to get maybe his first D1 player into college. Maybe his best prospect is his left tackle, Grayson Lee. He's only a junior, but he is a dominant guy. He started last year for him. was a dominant player, and this year I can see he's just running things out there on that front line.
You can see him out on the left tackle.
Yeah.
Golly, how big is that cat? Hard toss. Out to Santiago, breaks one tackle, breaks two tackles, touchdown, Jackson Santiago. We've seen him break a few tackles and run over some guys already, and it's 6-0 Centennial.
He's a big kid. Got to wrap him up, hold on, and wait for help.
Touchdown.
Just a 5-yard hitch route, and he just broke about 2 tackles. Of course, he's 6'3", 190 pounds, so very big for a high school player, especially at receiver.
Okay, PAT good, 7-0. Just like that, the Golden Hawks, who started off with 2 quick penalties, they got pushed back way back, and it didn't take them long to pick up the first down on a 1st and 25, and then got over to the first down and then just took off. So Centennial looking in pretty good form here in week 4.
Talking about that 0-3 record by Ridgeview, and it's very deceiving because they've played some very good teams, including Liberty. Wow.
The big boot.
Wow.
And
109 yards on that kick.
And that's Maverick Moore, by the way, a sophomore.
Wow.
I'd like to welcome our mini Golden Hawk cheerleaders to the field tonight.
Well, that's who it is, the mini Golden Hawk cheerleaders. Look at this. Kevin, get a shot of this. The mini Golden Hawk cheerleaders. We're talking like 50 or 60 of them. Goodness. What were you going to say, Rick?
I just said I haven't seen a 109-yard kickoff in quite a while. Talking about Grayson Lee being the best prospect, that kicker.
So Ridgeview, broken play, look out, and right off the get-go, trouble for the Wolfpack right out of the gate. Mason Mendoza had to go down, and they call a timeout just like that. After their first play, a timeout taken by the coaching staff. Gives us a chance to kind of catch our breath. Once again, welcome everybody. Vance Palm here alongside Rick Van Horn, Kevin Willey, our director and producer for the Kern High Network. Pleasure to have all of you with us. Thank you for being with us. And might as well take this time right out of the gate to thank everybody at Centennial High School for hosting us tonight. A special thank you to Stan Green at the Kern High School the Kern High School District. He is the Director of School Sports Services. Thank you, Stan, and to the Kern High School District Superintendents, all of them, and our sponsors at Valley Strong Credit Union. Appreciate you allowing us to put on events like this in our community. Principal Ryan Coleman, AP of Instruction. Carrie Palacios, AP of Administration. Nicole Oliver. Athletics Director, our good friend, Tom Haskell. Thomas, good to see you tonight. And our Activities Director, Jana Chapman. Always a pleasure to be out at Centennial. I remember when this school was new. Now it's etched in the history books for a lot of great reasons. 2nd and 11, a throw, and a pretty good play, and there's going to be a personal foul on this one. That's going to be on Jared Vashure.
Flag on the play.
Got there just a tad early.
Pass interference on the Hawks.
I'll tell you what, the beauty of
from their 34-yard line.
social networking and the internet and cell phones, I'll get to that in just a moment. 1st and 10, Mendoza out here, a quick toss out. Oh, and it's dropped out there by Cortez. Special hello
Mendoza's pass, number 6.
to a fellow Arvin Bear.
2nd down.
Teresa Howard, it is so good to know you are watching from Oklahoma tonight. And your grandson, number 77, Carter Fahey. I'm messing it up, but I'm trying to call a game also. Oh, big one. Number 77, your grandson is a big old dude, number 77 right there, Rick.
For Centennial, huh?
Yeah, he's right there. That's Teresa's grandson, Arvin Bear.
Clogging up the middle. Big old nose guard there.
Her brother, Mike Houston Jewelers. Teresa, great to see you. I was going to text you and I ran out of time. I've been on the road. But he's a force.
Third and about 9.
Nose guard. Mendoza drops back, looks, in trouble, flushed out of the pocket. A flag on the play, gets rid of it and tosses. Look out, girls. Ooh, and one of the young Golden Hawk cheerleaders almost got hit in the head with that one. Flag on the play. It's going to be holding on the Wolfpack.
Going to be declined by Centennial. So it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ridgeview going to punt.
Fahey, got it, Teresa. Fahey is number 77. Carter Fahey, the big fella. While we're dropping names, how about a nice happy birthday wish to my brother-in-law, the incomparable, the unreachable, Mr. Paul Dameron.
Oh, my God.
Happy birthday, Lefty.
65 years old. Man, he's old.
He watches these. Bad snap, scooped up, and
nice
a
punt.
left-footed boot. Really nice one. Taken at the 32-33. Fumble! Ball's on the ground! That'll be Ridgeview football.
Ridgeview ball.
And Hoban Hogue took off with it, then had the ball pop out. And he stays out there on defense, and Santiago fixes his shoulder pad and says, shake it off, big guy. That ball just popped right into the hands of the Wolfpack, and boy, if they were ever looking for a break, there it is, right there.
Gets the ball on the Centennial 44-yard line.
First and 10. Mason Mendoza. And he has Ayala coming in. A run right up the middle. Jason Grant started off, gets hit hard and pushed back, but he got about 3 yards.
Number 44, Julian Becerre. Picks up 2, 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8. Mendoza in the shotgun. They stay on the ground. Oh, a nice play, a nice breakaway. Oh, and he loses his footing. It's a good run right there by Grant.
Bring up about 3rd and a long 2. 3rd and a long 2.
3rd down and 3.
6.5 to go here in this first quarter. Fumble! Oh, man, they hand the ball off to Grant, but it got loose. So now it's going to be 4th. The ball actually fumbled forward. They're going to actually mark it back a little bit. Okay, I thought he fumbled the ball forward. So it's, boy, the punter's going to be standing probably on about the 46-yard line, 47. Oh, actually, he's going to go back to midfield. So Carlos Villa.
This is the good area where you might see a fake here.
Rick, how long is this deep snap? Goodness.
10, 15, about 16 yards.
Is that a 16-yard deep snap?
Well, that's a heck of a snapper.
Oh, and they went for the hard count. Almost got it. Oh, another beautiful punt.
Gosh.
This one's going to be taken by Hogue again. Hogue at the 5-yard line. Wants to make up for the previous carry. Knocked out of bounds, 21-yard line. Nice job.
Nice job by the punter.
That punter, Carlos Villa.
That's 2 good punts he's got off.
The left leg.
And being a left footer, a little tough for that returner.
Good to have everybody with us tonight. Fun night.
How often do you see a left-handed kicker in this?
Well, kickers you see a lot. Punters I haven't seen a lot, Kevin.
Yeah.
Not a lot of left-footed punters,
Too
but
many.
kickers you get them.
You know, Bill Belichick used to like to get left-footed
Punters.
punters because it's unusual spin. They're not used to it. Oh, look here.
Ooh, almost. Lozano almost got out. By the way, that voice that just was interjected into the broadcast was none other than our director-producer, Kevin Willey. He'll come flying in out of nowhere.
Who is left-handed, by the way.
Oh, really? That explains a lot, actually.
I kick with my right foot, but I'm.
That explains even more, Kevin. But he's a drummer, so what do you expect? 5-minute mark left here in this first quarter. 2nd and 1. Kopus, quick look out to the near side. Lozano with the catch. Cuts back upfield. Flag on the play. And
no, that was Jet Santiago that threw that pass, number 5.
Oh, Santiago flips it over. That's right. That's exactly what Starrett talked about. And Caden Howard was mixing it up over here. The Centennial Golden Hawk was mixing it up over here with one of the Wolfpack members right out here in front of the coaching staff on the sidelines. And the flag was thrown at those two. It was like, hey, you two. And it's going to be a holding call.
Wow.
And that's going to be on Howard because it was right in front of the officials.
That's 45 yards and penalties just against Centennial alone in this first quarter.
Boy, I had a fun night pregame tonight. Just talking to just a bunch of friends and coaching staffs on both sides of the football, and good to bump into a lot of great friends. Tell you what, Thursdays and Friday nights, something to look forward to. 2nd and 4, under 5 minutes now.
Kopus back in at quarterback. Oh,
hard count, and Fabian Jimenez.
That's where that quarterback experience comes in, and Kopus does it as good as anybody in town this year.
And very quickly, Jimenez is going to go out and probably just have a little talking to, like, hey, we love you, young man, but this is a good team we're playing here, and we can't give him anything, nothing. Kopus fires quickly, and it's caught out here by Lozano.
Yeah, that offsides there on Ridgeview gave Centennial a first down, so it's going to be 2nd and about 6.
Tomorrow night, myself and Ken Calvin will be at Frontier High School just down the road. Frontier is hosting Hanford. And from what I'm hearing, that's going to be a doozy. Boy, the very attractive target is Lozano. Lozano gets shoved out of bounds. The speedy Vincent Hernandez caught him, but Lozano has been the target in the air
for
90% of these plays.
It's going to be about out on the, I don't know where they're marking it there. Where's he going? He gave him a few more yards than he
I think he finally tippy-toed out at about the 10. Right, he tippy-toed out at about the 10. And these aren't long bombs, Rick.
No. Got about 3:35 left in this first quarter.
Kopus looks over to the sidelines. Coach Starrett. Looks across the middle, finds his guy. Did he catch it or he bobble it or both?
I think it was a catch.
So Santiago was sliding and caught it while he slid. 4.0 plus GPA for the elder Santiago brother. And I never don't mention the fact that he got his mom's looks and brains. This looks like a touchdown, and it's going to be one. How about this? Roland Myers. We haven't even mentioned Myers' name yet, have we?
No, we haven't.
And Myers, the junior, rolls in. Touchdown, Golden Hawks. Maverick Moore to come in for the PAT. And that's a beauty. We'll take a break. It's 14-0 here on the Curtin High Network. Centennial looking good early. Back right after this.
All right, 2:59 left in this first quarter. Centennial 14, Ridgeview 0. And that kickoff, the last one went 109 yards, and this one's about 106 yards into the end zone. No return.
Ridgeview will take over first and 10 from their 20-yard line.
I don't think we've seen a kicker that strong of a leg
So far
this year.
Yeah, he's the guy so far this year.
Man. And he's only a sophomore?
Baked potatoes.
Maverick Moore, 10.
Wow.
I want to thank Rick Van Horn personally for supplying our in-game meals. Last week it was a nice vegan salad with some fruit and kale and some real healthy stuff. And then tonight he went all out and brought us another nice, nutritious vegetarian tacos, some juice. Let me see. What's the name? What's the name of this brand right here? Oh, Doritos. Okay, very good. Doritos is the brand. Last week,
got to keep you hydrated, though. Keep you hydrated. I know how.
Last week, the highlight of the evening was the Twizzlers and the Red Vines.
That's right.
2.5 left here in this first quarter. Ridgeview looking to get something going. They go across in the air, and it's deflected. It's tipped right in the middle of the football field by Santiago. Oof.
Santiago. Third down.
Dangerous.
That was in a dangerous spot for someone like Jackson to be roaming around there.
Third and 14 for Ridgeview on their own 12-yard line.
Jesse Gonzalez comes in, the speedy jersey number 1. He's putting his gloves on as we speak. They're going to have to hold off for a second until he gets his gloves ready. Oh, goodness. Mendoza is going to have to – he's got time. He's got a few seconds. There it is. Gets it off. Mendoza flushed out of the pocket.
Blitz coming from the outside.
And he gets out of it for a second. Thrown down out there by Braden.
Mendoza brought down by number 32.
He saw Jaden Hernandez, number 17 for Centennial, coming off the edge. Said, I got to either get the heck out of here or throw it away.
Well, Braden Abicuña is with the tackle, and he's flushed out of the pocket by the big fella.
Good defensive call by Centennial.
Fahey, we aforementioned Fahey, flushed him out. That is one big dude, man. So now the punter, Carlos Villa, has to one-hop it off the 5-yard line. But, man, that strong leg he has. This one he boots it.
Got a
Look at
bounce.
That 60-yard punt, and he's keeping Centennial at least going backwards. Wow, that was a big punt. But with 1:36 remaining in this first half, Rick, Wolfpack are going to need to put something together offensively. They need a spark. They've got to get close to that end zone.
Well, they need a defensive stop right here. They can't let Centennial go up 21-0 here. early in the first half. You know, it's funny because we've seen the best kicker we've seen all year for Centennial, and now we've seen the best punter. Best punter we've seen so far for Ridgeview.
Everybody packed in tight, which is code for I'm going outside. Santiago, what a quick first step. Then he's got that jab step that he's kind of like, I mean, that's his breakaway jab. He makes one and then he's gone.
Well, they've got that 5-yard hitch down, you know, and it's always great to have an explosive receiver like Santiago because, you know, you're going to throw that ball to him 10 times, he's going to make 10 catches, but 3 of those he'll turn into touchdowns.
I want to remind you guys we do have T-shirts for the player of the game tonight.
Okay, all right. So now we do have Kern High Network player of the game shirts. Okay.
Lozano
stopped for no gain.
Lozano the carry brought down by number 5. Grant picks up 1, 2nd down and 9.
Rick and I carpool tonight so we can present the T-shirt on the way to our valet. Under a minute to go here. 14-0.
2nd and about 9. Centennial on their own 49-yard line.
Kopus across the middle. Big hit. Santiago delivers it. Aguilar.
Oh, we got a flag, and it's going to be holding against
Ridgeview.
Yeah, and some of the Centennial faithful below us were yelling at the officials, come on, ref, it's right there. So that must have been what they were looking at, a holding call on the defense.
Ridgeview made a nice stop. It was going to be about a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's on Centennial, and so the fans were yelling at the refs, but it was on Centennial. Wow.
I was going to say, that's awful deep to throw a holding call on Ridgeview. Going to bring up about a 2nd and 25 for Centennial.
Second and 25, you're right, Rick.
I'm looking for Hogue and Hogue here. What do you think?
They get it out to
Eldridge.
Eldridge takes a big hit and goes down. That'll end the first quarter. 14-0. We will be back on the Kern High Network right after this. Yeah, that button, Kevin. I know it's your first night. I know it's your first gig with us, but that's the one you need to hit. 3rd and 18, up for grabs, incomplete. The rookie, Kevin Willie.
I like to keep you guessing.
Yeah, I guess. Obviously, the sarcasm-induced comment by myself, Kevin Willie, myself, Kirk Boyer, And Stan Green called the very, very first grand opening debut game for the Kern High Network back in 2016, 7 years ago, at Frontier. Coach Cornford's son. It's our first player of the game. We have T-shirts tonight we'll be given out for player of the game. First punt of the evening, Rick. Didn't know if we were going to see it from the Golden Hawks, but we do on a 4th and 18. Perfect deep snap, and Moore's also the punter. And
he gets a good bounce. Short punt, gets a good bounce. That was a great defensive stand by Ridgeview.
And you said they needed it. It's exactly what you said they needed, and they got it.
They can't go down 3 touchdowns in the first half.
After the punt, Ridgeview will take over, first down and 10 from their 25-yard line.
Okay, Coach Van Horn, if you're Coach Quinn, what are you going to put together here?
Well, I've got to take my time, and I need something. I need some points here. I need some points, so going to mix it up.
They go on the ground, and nice blocking, bigger running back. That's a nice job right there by Jeremiah Hayes. So Hayes.
That was good for about 12 yards. And a first down for Ridgeview.
Well, Hayes has a different look to him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got a little spark to the outside there.
A little stronger. So that's a nice start after a good defensive hold. First play in this drive. They go back to the well. Can he get outside? He can't. He gets swallowed up there. What a nice play by Jace Gorospi. Nice tackle there, and they go backwards 3 yards.
Yeah.
Looking at these schedules, Centennial after tonight, they're going to be at Sanger, and then they start with League September 29th. Flushed out of the pocket, throws, finds his man. Nice job. Really good pass. Caught out there by Corona. Angel Corona brought down quickly by Myers, but it's a nice bootleg roll out and put it right on the money. Right in stride.
Going to be about 3rd and 6. Big play here for Ridgeview. Centennial playing that screen. Ridgeview's got to get it downfield.
Out. Oh, and it's dropped. Intended out there for Corona. Just caught a nice one and dropped that one. And just like that, they've got to punt the ball again.
Looked like they were going to get off to a pretty good start there with that big 12-yard run. Fourth and 6 on this punt. And this guy's been doing a good job the whole night.
Another good one, and it's caught at the 31-yard line and brought out of bounds very quickly. Myers gets nowhere. And now it'll be 1st and 10, under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Let's see what the Golden Hawks can put together here. Had a couple of nice drives, and then they had to
take their first punt last series. Got a lot of games. Biggest Thursday schedule we've had this year. Foothill, Cal City tonight. Stockdale, BHS.
Ooh.
Independent South. Cesar Chavez at Highland.
Is that BHS game at Stockdale?
At BHS.
Oh, it's at BHS. We were there. Timeout's going to be taken by Centennial. We were there last week, Coach, for the first time ever. You were spot on correct. The first time ever that Shafter Generals and the Drillers varsity teams played. There was a lot of hubbub, a lot of hoopla, a lot of content about the game, and it matched it. It lived up to it. We had a full moon. We had wind. We had rain all on September 1st. And it was a really, really good football game. Shafter showed that they're going to be the talk of the town in that league. And the Drillers are starting to put some stuff together. Saw some good stuff from them also tonight. What a nice game, Stockdale BHS. Wow.
And then at West tonight, you've got Miramonte at West tonight. A battle of the Beatons. Both, I believe, are 0-3 going in that game. So somebody's going to come out of there happy.
Quick flare out here to Luke Camps.
Number 27. Hayes. Second out.
Not much doing there.
You know, they run that in their offense, that 5-yard hitch. They do that as well as anybody in town. And, you know, it doesn't look like much, but they're like small little cuts. You know, and after a while, third, fourth quarter, you're adding the yardage up on those 5-yard hitches, and it starts getting up there, 100 yards, 150 yards.
Nice job by that Ridgeview up front. That 4 up front, nobody jumped. They went for the hard count, and they hung on. Copus, they go right up the middle with the speedy Angel Lozano.
Right up the middle.
And
boy, he might have been gone.
Run down by Gonzalez. I think Gonzalez those two might be the two fastest players on the field between Angel Lozano and Jesse Gonzalez, two very quick players.
Looked like if he wouldn't have kind of tripped himself up, he would have been going to the house.
Ridgeview takes a timeout. We'll take one as well. 8:51 remaining here in the first half. Centennial up 14-0. Looking to score again here. Quick timeout taken by the Wolfpack. They wanted to slow things down. First and 10. They're on the Ridgeview 28-yard line. Copus wants to go to the corner. Looks for the corner. Has Santiago, and that is an easy touchdown. Jackson Santiago slid underneath it. And
well, we were just talking about that hitch, and what comes off the hitch and go, and there it was.
He threw it in a place where Santiago was able to maneuver and position himself where only he could get it, and then just basically a nice slide into third base as he hauls it in. Great to see the execution between these two seniors. PAT is good by Maverick Moore. So Centennial will go to Sanger next week. And then Coach Sterrett, they took their bye in between preseason and league play. So they'll be back in action hosting Stockdale September 29th. Then they go at Highland. Then they host Liberty October 12th. And then at Garces on the 20th of October. Well, that's a big, big football night, October 20th. My gut hunch feeling is that we'll be calling the Kern High Network will be covering the Liberty Frontier game. That ought to be something.
Oh, that'll be something. The first returnable kick by Moore.
Taking up the 3-yard line by Corona. Nice job out there. A really, really good job.
Tried to get to the edge.
Chase Bernard with that tackle.
You know, it's always nice if you're Coach Sterrett that your number one prospect has already committed, and now you don't really, it takes a little pressure off the head coach now because you don't have to worry about getting him numbers. You know, he got a lot of numbers last year, catches, interceptions, everything.
Point.
And now you can kind of, you know, spread that ball around a little bit to these other guys that might be on the verge of getting a scholarship.
1st and 10. Mendoza taking a look. They want to get to the end zone. They get it out quickly, and it was intended out there for Francisco Palma. But Palma didn't know it was coming his way. Well, I sure like that last name.
Chase Bernard on the coverage for the Golden Hawks. 2nd down and 10.
That's a beauty right there.
That's it. Palma. Hey, Palma.
When I was on those ships, Italian captains, Vincenzo Palma. Come vai Vincenzo? Buongiorno. 2nd and 10. Look out. Oh, he knew it was coming, too. It was intended out there for Vincent Hernandez. And he felt the body energy of Roland Myers and Jace Gorospi. I think he knew he was about to get popped. Third and 10. Eight and a half left in the first half. Fired quick. Oh, and it's just dropped. What a nice play. Good play call, and Hernandez just dropped it. Good play call and a bullet thrown by Mendoza. And Hernandez just dropped it.
You know, somebody we haven't mentioned too much is Connor Workentine coming off that edge, number 88. He's a big body. He's 6'4", 6'5". He's got to be.
We've been naming his name for 3 years.
Yeah.
He's been on the Kern High Network microphones for 3 seasons now. So back to punt again is Carlos Villa, and the whistles blow. He won't even boot it. It's 4th and 10. Oh, and that's going to be against Ridgeview. That's going to go back even further now. Yeah, that BHS Shafter game, it was close. You were there.
Till halftime.
Yeah, right. Then they came out at halftime and just the lid came off. Hard count flags. Hard. It's going to save the Wolfpack on a bad snap because there was an encroachment call. I think it's going to be
on Golden Hawks that time.
So it'll go back to the original 4th and 10 spot.
Ridgeview caught a break there. High snap. That would have been a safety.
Okay, here we go. Villa stands at the goal line. It'll be easy to mark how deep this goes. It's a 40-yard punt taken on the run. Wow. And Hogue gets it up to the 26-yard line. Yeah. So the Golden Hawks are going to have superb field position here as they go into, deep into Wolfpack territory. I'm Vance Palm. I've got Rick Van Horn with me, Kevin Willie on my left. This is the Kern High Network's live exclusive coverage of the Kern High School District's high school football tonight. Tomorrow night we'll be at Frontier, and as the weeks continue to mount up and we get into October, it'll be league play everywhere we go. And it's young Santiago. He's looking for a spot, wants to get into the end zone. He might do it, and he does! Jet Santiago. So the sophomore Santiago gets in on a 1st and 10 Wildcat.
Wildcat looks like that's kind of their when Copas comes out, they're going to put Santiago in there, and he's more like a runner than he is a passer. So, when's the last time we had two brothers in the same game score touchdowns?
In the same quarter.
The same half.
Right.
Same quarter, actually, yeah.
Second quarter, Wolfpack 0, Golden Hawks.
Trying to think.
Well, if there's anybody that can go back in their memory
Yeah.
bank, it would be Rick Van Horn.
And I'm thinking, I'm going back to South High and some of those performances we saw from Prince Ellis and 7 touchdowns, but King was already gone.
Trying to think if it was. Let me see if there was maybe Danny and Timmy Tarver.
Oh, you're going way back.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
What it could have been. It could have been Danny. It could have been number 44 and number 34 scoring in the same quarter.
Well, you go back to 94, where James Wofford and Steve Wofford.
Maybe Jimmy and Randy Maples in the same quarter. Jimmy throwing, Randy running, catching. You don't want to give Jimmy any love, do you? I see you right now. I see.
I'm saying I'm thinking.
I'm going to text Jim. Say, man, I tried to give it to you, and Van Horn said no.
I just talked to him the other day.
No, I said no. Van Horn said nope. I'm not giving him any love. How about this? Oh, big hit at the end of the play. It was Denver Peebles that came in on Jeremiah Hayes. Hayes thought he had something going there. I thought he did too. So, no, I'll let Jim know. I'll just say, hey, Jim,
he gave credit to Randy, but didn't think you got in.
I proposed you and Randy scoring in the same quarter at West, and Van Horn shut it down. Like he shut it down. He had the jaw out and just said nope. Well, it's a good point though. I mean, you've got Jet Santiago scoring on just a Wildcat snap,
Well,
and then
I would have been there at West High, so I'm going to say it was them.
That's right, Kevin Willie. Good question. When's the last time two brothers scored in the same quarter? Huh. Text me if you're watching. Quickly they get it. Almost a pick six. He wasn't even. He didn't expect it. It was a surprise. Juan Cerna had the ball go right off his number 3 jersey.
Back in the early 2000s, the Dover twins from VHS, they could have done it. One was a quarterback, I believe, and one's a receiver.
Okay, I'll be expecting something from you, Coach Van Horn.
Could have been the Deweys back in the early mid six.
That's
80s.
exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Kyle and Cody.
I don't remember what they played, but
he's going
long
deep.
Pass down the side, and it is caught. And it dropped at the end. Man, he had it.
That would have been Cade and Kyle.
Right. Chase Bernard Damian Cortez almost hauled that in. That was a nice pass. Good looking throw by Mendoza.
Upset alert in the NFL. Kansas City Chiefs 20, Detroit Lions 21.
NFL is underway. And
3rd and 10.
Out of the pocket, he's got room. Can he get a first? He gets hit just shy of it, and they throw him down. So he's about 3-4 yards short of the first down, and they'll have to punt the football again. Got flushed out of the pocket. He had some real estate, but just couldn't pick up the yardage needed before he got hit. Now for the Wolfpack, they have a couple weeks off. They're taking their bye this coming week, and then they'll be hosting North, and then they're going to go to Frontier. Another nice punt. This one taken at the 44-yard line. And this one, again, is Hogue. Hogue looking to break free. Man, he's so dangerous. So dangerous.
No, we got a flag down.
25. Gonzalez on the play.
Might be against Centennial here.
I think he gets better kicks when he's got a bad snap.
Under duress. He's an under duress punter. Holding on the Golden Hawks. 6:49 to go here in this first half, and it's already 28-0. Okay, Golden Hawks split 3 way out to the right side with Santiago down here at the bottom of your screen. And they go to Santiago. He catches. He's at the 50-yard line, and they gang tackle him. It takes a gang, and he gets it right to midfield. Brought down out there by 2 or 3 Wolfpack members.
We got
Fabian Jimenez.
The other play off their 5-yard hitch, there's the flea flickers. You saw that one coming there. Lozano was trailing, and
I thought he might pitch that off, and he was gone.
You saw the hitch and go. Now the flea flicker off that.
I saw it.
Probably don't want to use this in a game like this.
When I was QB of the Haven Drive Bulldogs,
there you go.
that was our great play. Lobs it up.
Should be picked up.
And broken up out there by Gonzalez. It looked like it just got a little bit of air underneath it. Aaron Palma, number 8 for the Wolfpack, having a line of scrimmage discussion with Grayson Lee. And Grayson Lee, the junior, and Palma kind of talking things out. Like, dude, you're a foot taller and 80 pounds heavier.
Yeah. 3rd and about 4.
And around the corner and trying to break free. Oh, what a nice job running is Eldridge. And, boy, Carson Eldridge has got the wheels, man.
I'm feeling a lot of shaking up here. I don't know if it's an earthquake or somebody's just moving around.
To all of our viewers out there, I do not take any responsibility for that comment that Rick just made. If you start calling the high school district or anywhere else, you know what it is, Rick. The marching bands.
They're moving, huh?
They're going down at the field. So all the low brass guys are below us. Oh, another nice pass. Hogue now looking to get free. Will he get the first down? Oh,
I think he got it.
Earns it with those legs after the catch. So first down. You know, we broke open the game tonight with you commenting on, look, I think everybody wants to see how good Centennial is. Are they as advertised like we think they are? And that's exactly what Coach Sterrett said as well. He had the exact same sentiment. We want to see how good we are.
Yeah. And this is the year they've got to do it. Santiago, Copus, Hogue. Oh.
Copus, gunslinger to the right side. Howard makes a great move and gets pulled down about the 9-yard line. Wow, you see that little Patrick Mahomes sidearm shot? That was nice.
Stayed right in there. Had a guy in his face, went down low. Sidearm.
Under 5 to go here in this first half. The Golden Hawks, 28-0. Copus stands in there, not worried about it. Shakes off a couple of Wolfpack members and tries to get it.
He's gonna make it in.
His way in for a touchdown. How about that? Adam Copus stood in the middle of traffic, didn't have the happy feet, and he basically just said, I got it. Took a couple of hits and just carried some guys in. And the Golden Hawks right now, and Copus is a big kid. I'm looking at him on the sidelines right now. He's much bigger than you think. And he's getting the dabs, getting the love from all his guys.
Oh, we got a pass snap. Jet Santiago. Not quite.
Santiago unable to get into the end zone after the bad snap.
So, didn't get it.
Yeah.
Wolfpack 0, Golden Hawks 34.
So it's 34.
Yeah, read your mind on that one.
And I forgot. I love calling these games at Centennial. They've got a huge press, top of the press block. We've got a huge patio up here, but I always forget that it's We are just about 100 foot east of the canal. And so we get a lot of flying friends up here, a lot of multifaceted insects and bugs.
Well, I tell you what, I got to hand it to the Centennial grounds crew because this is the cleanest upper deck that we've been on this year.
How about this field? Tom Haskell taking care of biz. A hard, low driving kick taken by Gage Vila. And he'll get up to about the 33-yard line. So with 4:14 to go, 34-0 right now.
Tackle there by Jaden Hernandez, number 17. Ridgeview just wants to get something going here. You got 4:14 left in the half, so you just want to get something going. Take it into halftime and have a little momentum coming out. You're going to get the ball second half.
I think
they don't have to be in a hurry. Just first downs is all they want. Move the chains.
We'll see. Nice play there. Good strong run. Couple of yards. I was going to say, I think, knock on wood, I think we might be out of the 100-degree weather. Maybe. I say that because I look at the next 10 days, and the highest we get is tomorrow and next Monday, and then it just kind of plateaus off. So we may be getting into that sweet spot here in the valley.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Oh, wow. Wouldn't be the first time. 2nd and 7. Oh, that's a nice move right there.
Yeah.
Nice move there by, I think it's Romo. Yeah. That's Jaden Romo with a run.
Yeah. Warkentine off that left edge. He's just got his ears. He gets down in that three-point stance, giving his best imitation of Joey Boza. And just coming.
3rd and 6. Mason Mendoza, the QB. Has the old Billy Kilmer number, and they call a timeout. Coaching staff for Casey Quinn. His assistants, Ahmed Moya, Chris Arguello, Diego Hernandez, Elicio Estrada, and Marcus Level. For Coach Starrett and his assistants over at Centennial, Andy Coyle, Gage Viss, Jim Arneson, Ken Gabin, Chad Brown, Mark Hernandez, the great Sean Alexander, who I had a couple minutes with, Brendan Hacker, and then Eamon Sullivan Jr. I saw Eamon Sullivan Sr. coming up the stairs, shook my hand. I have half a hand left. He said, I go, you're not in the sidelines? He said, no, that's my boy. So Eamon Sullivan Jr., one of the great football names in Bakersfield, down on the sidelines. Principal Ryan Coleman, athletic director, our good friend Tom Haskell, and the trainer, by the way, is none other than the terrible Triton. When I say terrible, I say that because he used to run over guys. Triton Douglas from Frontier. Almost picked off.
That's going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up a fourth. 4th and about 5. Another punt for Ridgeview.
Should I name my new friend John Paul George or Ringo? Which one should I name him?
That looks like George.
Here comes the sun, little darling. Go fly and be free, my man. 4th and 6. Oh, Vila again with the one hopper. He's put some good plays in so far. Hogue trying to get upfield. Look out, he might be able to break out. And he gets up to the 48-yard line. What a dangerous, dangerous runner. And you know he's still smarting over that fumble early in the game. He's not pleased with himself.
He's hungry.
He's running with a person, with a purpose.
This is the kind of game that the only touches he may get are off that punt return because right now he may not be going back in on offense. Well, they still have Santiago in the game. Copus comes back.
Maybe a halftime move.
2:49 left in this first half. How about some Lozano here? What do you think? No, they're going to go for it.
Copus in trouble. And they can't get him. I thought for sure they had him. Careful, and he goes down and gets 6 yards the hard way.
5.
Wow.
Brought down number 52, Andrew Guzman.
But you know, these last two plays, actually the scramble play before, the scramble to score, and this play flushing Copus out means Ridgeview's getting some penetration back there in that backfield and flushing Copus out of there.
2nd and 5. Lozano, great cut. He gets to the outside, and Lozano, wow. Boy, he's dangerous, isn't he?
Yeah, he did. He is, and the smart move there by getting out of bounds, stopping the clock.
Well, you think you've got him. You think you've got him clogged up there in the middle, then boom, he just shoots out. And that, next thing you know, you've got to shift from having him contained to chasing him down from behind.
Centennial deceiving with their speed. You know, you got Hogue, Eldridge, Lozano.
Eldridge in the slot over here. They took a good look at him, too. They may go to him. They are going to go to him. It's over in the corner. He has to come back and get it, and he makes, almost a great catch. That would have been a fabulous catch by Carson Eldridge. It was underthrown just a little bit, guarded out there by Hernandez, and that would have been a fabulous catch had he made it, and I think he'd have been gone if he caught it. He had to kind of come back and play defender. Eldridge started this game off with fabulous run back into Wolfpack territory. 2nd and 10, 125. Golden Hawks hard count, and they get him again. So, you know, if you're a hungry Wolfpack player, you're trying to make something happen. You're trying to make a difference. You're trying to do something to kind of stem the tide here.
That's the third time, I think, Copus has drawn them off sides.
At least.
Yeah. He's in a empty backfield, so
they don't go back and huddle at all. They're ready to go. Copus looks to his left, flushed out to the right, looks down the other side, has a man open, just overthrows
Lozano,
the intended receiver, Angel Lozano.
Roll on the coverage for Ridgeview.
So with 68 seconds remaining in the first half, it's 34-0. Centennial really taking care of business here. Ball's on the 30-yard line. And this is going to be Eldridge around the corner. Oh, what a nifty move that was. That was pretty slick right there. Carson looked like he was going to go out of bounds. He waited, he stalled, and then boom, he cuts upfield on the sweep to the right side, and he just cut right back up and got the first down. Beautiful job of running there by Carson.
I think Centennial wants another one here.
No question.
Clock running, 45 seconds left. 1st and 10. Oh, great tackle there. Number 5. Jason Grant. If he misses that tackle, it's 7 for Hogue.
21 and counting. Are they going to try to make another play to get on the board here?
Looks like they're going to let the clock run.
Maybe kick a field goal.
Let's see. He's looking like he's going to call a timeout here. Oh, he does with about 2 seconds left.
And I think they're going to run out Maverick Moore and try to put up 3. So with 2 seconds left, head coach Richard Starrett says, my offensive line got us down here. My playmakers did what they were asked to do. Let's put some points on the board.
Well, Moore's definitely got the leg.
Maverick Moore on the attempted field goal.
Okay, so it'll be a 32-yarder. Sophomore kicker's done a nice job all night tonight. And if it goes through and it's good, it'll make it 37-0. Let's see. Snap is good. And this is woefully short. And that'll end the first half 34-0. Centennial playing well. We'll be back with the third quarter after this break and halftime at Centennial High School.
And now for your halftime entertainment, your future Hawk cheerleaders. Now, please welcome to the field the Centennial High School Marching Hawks and Golden Pattern Corps. The Marching Hawks are led onto the field by band director Mr. Bashir and drum major Agam Jawanda. The Marching Hawks will perform a portion of their 2023 program entitled Carry On, featuring the music by My Chemical Romance. The Marching Hawks have been hard at work putting together their show since July, practicing all day and night before school even began, and are excited to take the show on the road beginning in October. Agam Jawande. Jawanda, is your band ready?
We're underway in the third quarter, and as expected, the ball goes deep. Welcome back. I'm Vance Palm, Rick Van Horn next to me, Kevin Willie on my left, our producer and director for the Kern High Network. 34-0. Rick, your thoughts on the first half, my man?
Well, Ridgeview just couldn't get anything going that first half. Centennial kept the pressure on, executed their offense, didn't make a lot of mistakes, although they did have a lot of penalties, especially major penalties. There was they must have had 60 yards in penalties that first half, so they want to clean that up. But Ridgeview just wants to make a good showing now, down 34-0 at half. They just want to make a good showing.
Okay, the quarterback is Mason Mendoza. He's had some nice passes, had some drop. Wants to throw one here, floats one out, and connects with his man. Look at this, Francisco Palma. The ball comes free. It floats it out. Santiago picks it up. He's down. They go down on it at the 5-yard line. Oh, goodness. So we just talked about it. Mendoza lays a dime into the hands of Palma. Palma gets hit from behind, coughs up the football. He's down. And
there was about 4 Goldhawks fighting over that ball. Almost kicked it right back into the end zone.
Well, I think if you're Santiago and company, you're irritated because you wanted to scoop it up and turn around and come back. But they finally figured, you know what, we're bobbling this thing, and our coach is going to make us run a ton if we don't just fall on this thing. So they did. But right now the focus and concern is on Francisco Palma. He got hit from behind. The ball popped loose, and he's up, which is good. And the ball bounced forward 25 yards.
You got to give credit to Centennial DBs there that came in there. Palma made a good catch, but it was a better strip, which led to the fumble, which led to the recovery. And now Centennial's got the ball on their own 5-yard line coming out. 1st and 10.
So, 1st and 10 from the 5, as Rick just mentioned. So, 95 yards to go. Let's see what they do. Copa starts off going to Santiago. They want to see if he can break free and head down the far side. But the Wolfpack ready and waiting. Gonzalez with a nice open field tackle.
Yeah.
So right when we were talking about Ridgeview needing to come out and get something happening and get something positive going.
Lozano on the first down carry.
So we will have a Kern High Network Player of the Game T-shirt to go out tonight. And some of you watching might be thinking, yeah, big deal, it's a T-shirt. Trust me when I tell you. The only way you get it is to be named Player of the Game or Player of the Match in volleyball. And I've heard from a lot of trusted sources, coaches, administrators, parents. Man, my kid wouldn't give that away for anything. Oh, good hit. Lozano with the catch, but how about Jason Grant with an open field pop? That wasn't just a tackle, that was a hard hit.
Grant's made a couple good tackles, open field tackles tonight. Got a score from Stockdale High or BHS. It's Stockdale 21, BHS 16.
Ooh, Rick. So you have a new coach over there, Deron Mackey. Misdirection play by the Golden Hawks, and they ultimately just handed up the middle to Lozano. So, you and I called the very first game of the season on a Thursday night, North at Frontier, on the eve of Hurricane Hillary. Wind, heat, everything. The next night, Coach Cornford and I called that Highland at Stockdale game, and you could see Stockdale was having a frustrating night, but still had some nice sparks of brightness there with Colton Kaiser at the quarterback spot. So Coach Mackey's starting to put some stuff together. He's going against Coach Sheehy tonight. Oh, nice job by Ridgeview up front. They're starting to answer the call here. And that is a big, big dude there. Sincere Wright. Sincere Wright. He's sincere. 4th and 3, so Coach Starrett not showing any sign of puntability here. Maybe first things first, they'll go for a hard count. And what Coach Quinn has been telling his guys right now, do not jump, don't jump, don't jump. And they don't. So now Starrett's going to say, let's bring the punt team out here and let's go. They'll probably take a 5-yard penalty if they don't get set up quick enough. And they've already started the 5-second count. I would think they're definitely going to have a flag. Or is it a timeout? Yeah, the delay of game.
Delay of game on the Hawks. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Centennial didn't want to do that. They knew what they were going to do, and the punt team should have been ready to go.
Yep. And I think that you're echoing the frustration from Coach Starrett. So now it's 4th and 8. Perfect deep snap. A low burner by Moore. A couple of really nice bounces. Really nice
bounces there.
But the Golden Hawks are all over it, so no chance at all for Angel Corona to pick that up and run with it. So nice job. Let's see if the Wolfpack can put it together again here.
Don't forget, fans, tonight's football game is on the Kern High Network. And it'll be archived and ready to watch by this Saturday on www.kernhighnetwork.com.
Kern High getting a little pub there, huh?
Well, I've got Rick Van Horn up here. Earlier he said on the call, Vance Palmer, everybody give a wave up here. And our 6 fans looked up here. Coach Rich Cornford asking for a score. I'll give it to him. It's 34-0 right now. Centennial.
Number 7, Hernandez.
Nice first down play by Ridgeview.
So I guess it's obvious that Coach Cornford's not watching us tonight, is he?
I guess not.
If he's having to ask for a score. Thanks a lot, Rich. 2nd and 4. As Rick just said, a nice 6-yard gain. Oh, look out.
And that was working Teen off the edge there.
I was watching him in between the switchover a couple of series ago, and he was getting on some of his teammates. He's a senior, big, tall guy, an enforcer, tough dude. He had some words for some of his teammates. I don't know if he thought they were as intense as they should be. And so now everybody's I think whatever he told them, Rick, it worked.
Well, that's going to bring up a 4th down. They held them there. It's going to be about 4th and 2 maybe. Working Teen's one of those guys that he's got to get some good film to show those college scouts because he's definitely got the size.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Hey, dudes.
Yeah.
Ronan Sullivan in with that hit, and that was a quick series for the Wolfpack, and now you've got the dangerous return men in Hogue, who's close to us, and Roland Myers.
Hogue's been close to breaking one. Oh, bad snap, but he gets it off.
That's like the 4th bad snap in a row. This is going to be Myers. He wants to take it. Makes one good move. Oh, look at Roland Myers with a nice move. And, boy, that's really, really useful in your toolkit. Gets it to the 39-yard line. When you've got this fearless return men back there in traffic.
That's the thing I'm impressed with. They're catching every punt. Those guys are hungry because they want to score.
That's like the great Scott Douglas, another West High Viking with the long flowing. Or he was a West High Viking, right, Scotty?
Yeah.
No, it was the South High Rebel.
No, he was a West High
High Viking. The long flowing locks of Scott Douglas. And when he got up to BC, he never fair caught a punt. And Coach Dameron and Coach Collis and Coach Bowser would get on him and say, "Quit. You got it. Some of them, you got to take a fair catch." You go, "Yes, Coach." And the very next one, he would take off with it. He wants to get in the scoreboard. Oh, my gosh. Santiago just taking 3 or 4 guys with him. Even when they get him out of bounds and they try to knock him over, can't do it.
I would say that they're going to get – this would be their last series. Santiago's – he's hungry. He wants to get in that end zone again. So another first down hitch to Santiago for a gain of about 12. But he may be finished after this series, especially if they score.
4:20 remaining in the third quarter. Kopus takes a look, flicks one over. It's caught out there by Eldridge. Eldridge cuts back up. Eldridge to the 11-yard line, number 11. And he's a junior. 11's all the way around. Boy, he's had a nice night, hadn't he?
Yeah, he has. You know, I told you, you know, we know about Santiago, we know about Kopus, but it's these other guys like Eldridge and Hogue and Lozano.
Eldridge in the early discussion for player of the game. We'll see. The handoff to the left side goes to Myers. Not a bad job there by the Wolfpack. Good hit early by Fabian Jimenez.
Centennial's got a lot of weapons. You know, they've had probably about 5, 6, 7 guys touch the ball tonight.
Okay, 2nd and 6, Coach.
That's a great down and distance for if you're Coach Sterrett.
To the left side they go, and it's Hogue.
Hogue with the end around. Picks up 4, 3rd down and 2.
It appears that Centennial can still get a first down. It's going to be about 3rd and 4. But if they get it down to the 1-yard line, they can get a first down here.
I just got a message from Coach Cornford when I gave him the score, right? I said, hey, thanks for watching. Yeah, Coach, teaching a night class, okay? Yeah. Teaching a night class. Well, then get back to teaching, Coach.
Yeah, get back to watching currenthigh.org.
Get back to watching the Detroit Lions beating the Kansas City Chiefs. What a start for Detroit. 3rd and 3. They can still pick up. Fumble! Ball's on the ground. Look out!
That's Jet Santiago.
And so Jet, he was taken off before he had it. He was ready to go before he had the ball in his hand.
That was going to be another RPO. I'm assuming he was going to try to keep that and go out the back door there.
Well, Coach Sterrett's got his hands on his hip. He's not pleased. He calls in Maverick Moore, whose last attempt at a field goal at the end of the first half must have been tipped or deflected because he's got a strong leg and it fell.
Yeah. It didn't even hit the reach the goalpost
for a 32-yarder. So, and the holder is Jet. Perfect snap, the hold, and this one is. That's good, so that'll make it 37-0. It's all Centennial tonight on the Current 9 Network. Hope we're enjoying all of this, and we again want to thank Bakersfield, the staff and everybody at Centennial High School. Thank you so much. Appreciate all that you do to bring us out here and get us going. It means a lot to us. Thank you to Stan Green, our boss, Kern High School District, that dials all these in for us, all of the superintendents at the Kern High School District, and our sponsors at Valley Strong Credit Union. Appreciate you being a part of this to allow us to come out and be in the community and do events like this. Centennial Administration, the principal, Ryan Coleman, what a job he does with this school. AP of Instruction, Carrie Palacios. The AP of Administration, Nicole Oliver. The Athletics Director, our good friend Thomas Haskell. Tom, thank you for everything tonight. And the Activities Director, Jana Chapman. Boy, she throws a party here. Between her and Stockdale High School, who throws the biggest party here in the stands? Another long kick. This one taken into the end zone.
Morris kick, sails in the end zone, touchback. Ridgeview will take over 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line.
It's a good whip, and if you got it, a great kicker. No runbacks for Ridgeview tonight.
Coaching staff continues to come over and congratulate Maverick Moore on his strong leg and the effort that he puts in. You know, when you're a young sophomore, You kind of got your own part of the football field to practice on. You're not in all the mix-ups. You're not in all the drills. You're not in all of the, collegial camaraderie type of drills. You got to just keep kicking and practicing and kicking and practicing. Good for him.
Seeing some new faces in there for Centennial on defense.
Mendoza in trouble, goes down for a loss at the 10-yard line.
Mendoza is sacked in the backfield by number 40. Freeman keeper jogs.
That's got some hungry, fresh meat in there for Centennial.
Second and 16, Mendoza fires one out. This one's caught. Maybe some downfield blocking. That looks good. Nice catch and run out there by Hernandez.
Number 7, Vincent Hernandez.
So we are in a running clock situation now. The ball, he did go out of bounds with it, but the clock continues to run because of the score being 37-0. That's going to do it for the third quarter. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. It's all Centennial tonight, 37-0 on the Kern High Network. Back right after this.
Stand up on your feet. Get it time.
It's going to be a 3rd and 11 for Ridgeview. Back on their own 17-yard line. Clock is running. 11:40 left in this game. Oh, he's got a man wide open.
And it's caught. And a beautiful pass out to Corona. Got him.
Corona with that catch, huh? Mendoza, you give him the time, he can get it there. That's his one problem tonight. He hasn't had time. It's going to be a 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line.
Midfield. Here they come.
Nice little first down play, gain of 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. I don't think it's 7, did you?
Well,
a PA. Say it's a long 5.
Second and, 6 maybe.
Another slot screen here.
Good catch and good run over there again by Corona.
Don't think he's going to get the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd down, I believe. Third and about. Oh, they gave it to him.
They got the first down. Okay, under 10 to go here. Running clock again for those of you maybe just getting to us. It's 37-0 right now. Centennial having a nice game, taking care of business. Mendoza goes up to bark something at the center. They stay on the ground. Oh, nice strong run there. Look at that, Jason Grant. So assistant coaching staff for Coach Sterrett starting to get on their defense now, saying, hey, we're giving you this opportunity. We expect you to come right in and do the job.
Nice run by Grant. You know, he's had a good game both offensively and defensively for Ridgeview.
Boy, Ridgeview's line got bigger. Their offensive line got bigger, Coach, not smaller. Big old guys. Oh, it went. Oh, went through the fingertips of Damian Cortez and almost picked off by Brogan Sauer.
This could be Ridgeview's best drive of the night here. 8:45 left in this game.
Romo's in the backfield with Mendoza. Corona split way out to the right. It's a 2nd and 10. Mendoza looks, fires. It's caught out there on the far side. Nice hit, gain of about 8. Nice pitch and catch out there to Christopher Nunez. So Nunez makes a grab.
Well, like I said earlier, you know, you give Mendoza some time back there, he can get the ball to those receivers.
Coach Quinn pleased with this drive. And they're on the ground with it, and that offensive line is getting off, and there's some big dudes, brother.
I think that's going to be a first down.
Number 77 is Eddie Ruelas. Number 71, Aurelio Hernandez. Number 60, Angel Ojeda. There's some big guys, bro.
It's their third first down of this drive.
1st and 10, under 8 to go. They're at the 19-yard line of the Golden Hawks. Mendoza throws out here to the near side. It's low, and better that he doesn't catch it. Again, tomorrow night I will be with Kenneth Calvin. Boy, I haven't seen KC in a bit. I'm looking forward to having him call a big game with me tomorrow night. Hanford at Frontier, our first visit to Frontier this season. Talk about a party. They got the county's biggest stereo.
Better make sure that scoreboard's working tomorrow because it's going to be lighting up.
Make sure the bulbs are working. Draw play right up the middle. And that was Jeremiah Hayes.
Rome on the carry.
It's going to be about a 3rd and 8 here.
Yeah, I wonder what the scoring package will look like tomorrow night on that scoreboard for the Frontier Titans. With Statler.
I think Frontier is averaging over 40.
Wow,
So you're talking about the over-under on that thing's about 95.
3rd and 8. Mendoza in the shotgun. Ridgeview trying to get on the scoreboard. They keep it on the ground. Oh, ball popped loose and he had to fall on it. It was Jeremiah Hayes. He bobbled it and had to fall down on it, so that's going to bring up 4th and 8.
Fourth and 8 on about the 17-yard line. Ridgeview can get a first down here.
Stands John Grant. You need to pick up your credit card from the popcorn vendor. John Grant, please make your way to the popcorn vendor.
So Ridgeview calls a timeout. In a running clock situation, they have to do this because they want to put something together here, Rick. I mean, it's 4th and 8. They want to put something together and get on that board.
You want to get on that board. Well, things continue. Centennial will go to 3-1. Ridgeview will move to 0-4. And you said they had a bye next week, right?
Yes,
Ridgeview,
they do.
Before they start league.
They'll go to the. You got a bye next week. Then they go to Sanger on the 15th. Then. Tough long run. They fell just short.
I don't think he got it.
They put it in the hand of Hayes.
He got it.
And he came up just shy of the first down. So that means the Centennial Golden Hawks are going to take over. And a sigh of relief from the red-jerseyed Golden Hawks. And that defense, they didn't want anybody scoring on them. Connor Workington, very happy down there, number 88. He got on his players early in the third quarter, and he was giving them some business. And they listened to the big fella. Across the middle. What a catch. What a catch.
Well, it looks like Copus is done for the night, but I don't know what's worse. Now they've got
Santiago.
Jet Santiago in there, who's the runner out of the two. Copus the thrower. But Santiago comes out on first down and completes the ball for a first down.
Threaded the needle to Gutierrez. Santiago's going to keep it. Here comes Jet, looking.
Oh, nice
and
tackle.
He was looking for Gutierrez to set the seal for him and get around, but a nice job out there. Really good job.
Jesse Gonzalez for Ridgeview. Or maybe that was number 7.
It might have been actually Grant. Jason, number 5. Never know. Under 4 to go here. 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jet Santiago, the younger brother of Jackson Santiago.
Are we going to see some more run pass RPO option here?
Possibly.
Nope, he's going to throw it.
Out to the right side. A nice pep to it, and it's caught out there by Cash. Medeiros making the grab.
Picks up 3, 3rd down and 2.
Rick, pretty soon we're going to have to start discussing our first Kern High Network player of the game for the season. Had to wait for some shirts to get in. They're in pretty soon, and we've got a running clock. We're going to have to get that discussion going here. So on a 3rd and 2, Santiago in the backfield, looks, wants to throw. Has a couple guys. One's wide open. It's Medeiros. Oh!
Pass intended for Medeiros, incomplete.
Medeiros almost had it. Well, that would have been a touchdown if it had been thrown on target. So
that's going to bring up 4th down and about 1.
So you've got Giovanni Rivera coming in, and you've got Marco Perez coming in. Neither are the punter. 2.5. Clock continues to run, and 4th and 2. Oh, they don't get the call. They thought for sure they had it. Even Ridgeview thought they were caught. Here's the run play to the outside. Hey, how about this? Buford.
Number 29.
On the carry.
Donnie Buford.
First down.
And another first down. Your thoughts on player of the game, Coach?
Well, you know, you've got Copus did his job. He managed the game. He got the ball where it's supposed to go. He didn't do anything spectacular. Santiago had 2 touchdowns, you know, but I think the guy that they relied on the most, I like 21, Angel Lozano.
Long pass. Boy, I sure like that too. I like Lozano. I like Eldridge.
Lozano not only ran the ball, made some catches out of the backfield.
We always go to our director, producer, Kevin Willey on this as he captures everything. I mean, your thoughts?
Well, you know me. I go for the guy that's a little bit of the underdog, and I think Lozano is not the obvious pick, but I think that's where we go.
They both were kind of underdogs, weren't
2nd
they?
and 10.
Oh.
How about this long bomb? And it's just underthrown. Intended out there for Ronan Sullivan.
I mean, the quarterback always gets it. So,
well, you know, Copus has had a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Santiago's got a wardrobe full of them. Remember one was it last year? I think we went 3 games in a row and with 3 different announcing teams. Myself, Kenny Calvin, and I think it was Cornford, one of them, and he kept getting them. 3rd and 10. And swallowed up there. So our first Kern High Network player of the game for this season is the senior running back, Angel Lozano. Angel Lozano will be our Kern High Network player of the game. Very briefly, Rick, your wrap up of this game, 37-0.
Well, it's hard to say. Our goal going in, we were going to see how good Centennial is. Didn't really get a test tonight, but they do have a good team, so they're going to have to wait for that test against Sanger. Is that their next?
They're taking a week off, and then they'll be at Sanger.
Well,
so
that'll be a test. That'll be a good test.
All right, tomorrow night we'll be at Frontier. It's going to be Hanford at Frontier. On behalf of our director producer Kevin Willey, our boss Stan Green, my main man Rick Van Horn, I'm Vance Palm, saying thank you for being with us on this Thursday night. And Centennial takes care of business, 37-0, and our Kern High Network player of the game tonight. We're going to give him a T-shirt here in a minute. It's going to be Angel Lozano. Have a wonderful evening. Good night, and God bless.